When we speak of the new Aquarian type of person, we are actually referring to human beings through whom will be released the energies, the faith, the downflowing enthusiasm and revelations of the new age. These true Aquarians are mouthpieces for the new spirit, and many of them may almost be called born mediums for the release of that spirit at the beginning of the new cycle. That's a quote from Dane Rudyard. And then a quote from Jung himself: "The fish indicated the moment when what was united split, according to the eternal law of contrasts, into an underworld and an upper world. But the separated cannot remain separated forever. It will be united again, and the month of the fish will soon be over." Now, when Jung is talking about the month of the fish, he's talking about a astrological month, which is about 2,150 years long. Now the beginning of the article in the main. The idea of the, quote, new age, unquote. In the last few decades, a considerable amount of scholarly literature has been dedicated to Jung's influence on so-called New Age beliefs and practices. Olaf Hammer, following Richard Knoll, uses the term Jungianism to describe a form of modern psycho-religion based on the cult-like role assigned to Jung as a New Age guru. Paul Helas has identified Jung as one of the three key figures in New Age thought, the other two being Helena Blavatsky, founder of the Theosophical Society, and George Gurdjieff, whose spiritual system, referred to as the Fourth Way, focuses on the development of higher states of consciousness. Hanegraaff, also following Knoll, views Jung as a modern esotericist who represents a crucial link between traditional and esoteric worldviews and the New Age movement. There are certainly broad parallels between Jung's psychological models and those currents of New Age thought that emphasize the enlargement of consciousness in a dawning new epoch. Roderick Mayne, in a paper on the relationship between Jung's ideas and New Age thought, comments, quote, "It is possible to construe the Jungian psychology, even as it originally expounded by Jung, may itself have been influenced by New Age thinking. The idea of the New Age as an astrologically defined epoch, assumed in modern times to be the incoming Aquarian age, began to take shape in the late 18th century, crystallized in the 19th century, and is still popular today. Those currents of ideas which focus on the expectation of an imminent Aquarian age and an accompanying radical shift in consciousness reflecting the meaning of the astrological constellation. But it is difficult to find agreement among authors about just what constitutes New Age in the broad sense. Many of the ideas that form the basis of New Age thought are very ancient and have been significantly altered by another exceedingly ambiguous term, modernity. They might equally be viewed as Old Age, as they reflect certain consistent cosmological and anthropological themes that possess great agency and immense cultural adaptability while maintaining a structural integrity for more than 2 millennia. These ideas have not necessarily been secularized in the sense that their present-day adherents have become irreligious, nor in the sense that they eschew a specific organized form of religion. Jung viewed such ideas as archetypal. They belong to the spirit of the depths, as he called it in the Red Book, and not, as might be assumed, the spirit of this time. I will carry on. I'm on page 47 of Jung's Red Book for Our Time, Searching for Soul Under Postmodern Conditions, edited by Murray Stein and Thomas Arst. And I'm in an essay by Liz Greene, famous Jungian analyst and astrologer, called The Way of What Is to Come, Jung's Vision in the Aquarian Age. It seems that Jung believed wholeheartedly that a new epoch reflecting the symbolism of the constellation of Aquarius was about to dawn, and that his psychology might make a significant contribution to the conflicts inevitably arising in the face of such a profound shift in the collective psyche. Jung seems to have favored the idea of an ion as both an astrological epoch lasting roughly 2,165 years, or 1/12 of what he believed to be the Great Platonic Year of 26,000 years, and a God image emerging out of the human religious imagination and embodying the specific qualities of that epoch. The vision of the Red Book, like that of Mithra's liturgy, describes a transient, although profoundly transformative, inner experience resulting in an enlarged consciousness and, in Jung's terminology, a fuller integration of the personality. In Jung's natal horoscope, as he was well aware, the opposites of Aquarius and Leo dominate.